Hey, what's going on? This is Sunshine.
And this is E.
What's going on, Sunshine and E? Okay. You know, we're going to try to drop a lot of these videos, of course, about the casinos, you know, in and around the casinos, but kind of wanted in these first couple videos just kind of get y'all to know, you know, get you to know who we are, know a little bit about us. So you kind of figured out, or we showed you all about how we got a name.
Yeah.
What else? Something else. We showed you how they got a name, what the channel's all about, things like that. So now we're going to basically tell you how we met. So I don't know if you want to take over from there.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I will. So, thank you for joining us, YouTube.
Right.
So, I was working part-time. I had 2 jobs. In my evening job, I was working at a grocery store. I would go from one job to the next. Anyway, I was working at a on the line. I was at the register, and it was around the holidays. I want to say.
It's Halloween. Around Halloween. It's close.
That's not a holiday.
Well, it's not a holiday, but it was 3 days before Halloween. So.
Yeah, okay. Oh, well, yeah. So anyway, I guess I was working on, I think it was register 4, and there was another young lady that was on register 1, but she was new. So I, was ringing up my customers, and all of a sudden I see him down on register 1 talking to this girl, and I guess she didn't know. I guess he brought in a certificate from his company for the, I guess, a holiday certificate or whatever it was, and it was something like $25, $30 or something, and he wanted to spend just a little bit of it, and he wanted to get the rest in cash. But see, I knew that you couldn't do that. What?
Just cash out. That's what I was trying to do, cash out.
Whatever, honey. So I knew you couldn't do it, and the girl on the register, she didn't know. So she was like, hey, she was asking me, and it wasn't very full in the store, so there was no one in between us. I was on register like 3 or 4, and she was on register 1. So she's asking me, and she was like, he wants to get the money in cash. Can he just? And I was like, no, the most we're gonna give him back is $5. That was the policy. And so next thing I knew, I was like, I don't know what happened from there. So I kept on working, and then next I knew, my bagger, the guy who was a young teenager who was bagging my groceries, was in the line. So I thought, well, maybe he was taking a break and he was buying something. And then I see this guy walk up behind him, and he was like, man, I didn't ask you to get in line. I asked you to get the girl's number or something like that. And I was like, what's going on? So I didn't think he was talking about me because he was just down on the other register. I thought he was trying to hit on the girl down there. So, I didn't think nothing of it.
I mean, it was a grocery store, 2 for 1 coupon type thing. 2 for 1, register 1 girl, register 4 girl, maybe. I don't know. We tried, but we ended up with this one, as you see.
Whatever. Winded up.
No, I'm just saying, not winded up. Yeah, it works out great. But I guess I'll finish with the story. But what happened was, when I went outside, I was ready to leave. I wasn't thinking about getting a number from anybody really at that point. I was just joking around, kidding around the store. So I thought about it. I said, well, I happened to see the guy that was bagging groceries outside. I think he was taking a break or something. So I went there. I said, hey, do me a favor. I wrote my number down on a piece of paper, and I gave it to the guy to go in to give it to her. I said, give this to her and then come back to me and tell me what she says. So I'm just waiting. I'm thinking, man, this guy is. So I go in the store and I'm thinking, okay, this guy I get in there, he's standing in line waiting his turn to give her the number. So I come over and I say, look, man, I said, just give me the number. And I took it and I gave her the number. Actually, this is this exact same piece of paper that I had back then.
Seriously, honey, you kept that?
No, it would be great, wouldn't that, to make the story wonderful? But I wouldn't have it. She would have it because I gave it to her. So it's not here. So
that's right.
But
okay, well, yeah.
That's how we ended up meeting, and we met a few days later, and kind of went from there.
Well, we actually our first date, if you want to consider it a date. I guess it was a date.
Meeting, I don't know. Yeah.
You said what?
Date or meeting? We didn't really do anything or go nowhere. She just came by the house. And
I came right by his apartment. And you know, there are a couple of things that I didn't do, or I figured, you know, looking for a mate, I said I was either gonna have to deal with somebody who's drink or smoke or curse. And so I thought, well, I don't know what I'm be winding up with, but I'm sure I can't find anybody who's gonna do all of the above. Well, anyway, so he had a TV, Stouffer's TV dinner. I don't know, or lasagna.
It's a banquet, the cheapest ones they had. The banquet.
Banquet don't make lasagna. It was lasagna.
I don't know. I don't think it was lasagna, but it was probably.
It was lasagna, because I'm gonna tell you why I know it was lasagna, because he was eating it, and we're sitting on the TV. I mean, sitting on the couch watching TV, and all of a sudden he's sitting there eating, and then he was like, "Wait a minute," he said, "This tastes like it has pork in it." I was like, check one. All right, so I ain't have to deal with someone who I said, "You don't eat pork?" And he was like, "No." I was like, yes. All right, so, and then in our conversation, I guess a little bit, so he wound up throwing it away. And so then somewhere along in our conversation, found out that he didn't smoke or drink. And so I was like, woo, yay, hey. So we are in the house. That's how I knew. In my heart, I said, I think this is going to be a good one.
Right. See, that's how she knew. I kind of knew because when at the store, I was trying to use the gift certificate. It's like $38. And I told her, I said, I don't know. I didn't really buy a lot of things. And with the store she worked at, she said, well, I can help you spend it. And I should have knew right then that we'd probably get married, because just met her and she's trying to spend my money. So
What?
I'm just saying, I mean, so that, and it worked out. I guess I knew what I was talking about. We're together, right?
But honey,
Okay.
but
I'm just saying.
I didn't make that comment. But that's how you looked at it.
No, I'm just saying, you know, it's just one of those, like with the smoking and the drinking and the non-cursing and stuff. You knew, I knew, we both knew. So that's a good thing, right?
Okay. All right.
But,
all right. So, well, I guess you could.
I mean,
yeah, I buy it.
That kind of boils up how things just kind of snowball from there, and we end up here and X amount of children later. So, you know, everything.
X amount.
You know, X amount, 4.
Okay.
I mean 4, but I'm just saying,
Yeah,
you know.
that's right.
But so, and so just like I said, we just want to let you all know and show you a few things about us, or tell you a little bit about us and how we met. And but we're going to eventually get to these videos. I know you're going to say, hey man, I want to know how to win these jackpots. I want to know how to get these comps and all these. We're going to show you all those things coming up. Actually, we did show you a little video, I guess, back when we were in Biloxi. We have some more from that Biloxi trip we have, and we'll show you. But make sure you like, subscribe, you know, hit the notification bell so you can get those postings, you know, comment below. And I say, even you just comment on the video, and you can comment if you want to ask us something about us.
Yeah.
You know, personally. Then the next video we'll go through, because she reads all the comments.
I do, every last one of them.
So
I'm sorry. I mean, I do. I read them all. I think if you're asking us questions, which we're asking you to do that, then, you know, I do want to comment and I want to like. So like,
subscribe,
and comment.
And hit the notification button so you'll get those. As soon as we drop those videos, you'll get them.
Right.
Okay? And so stay tuned for some more videos. Hopefully getting to the meat and potatoes of getting this money and going to these casinos and getting these hand pays and everything. That's our goal, to show you how to do some of those things. And like I said, we'll see you on the next video.
All right. Thanks for listening.
All right.
Stay tuned.